The Vincent Kennedy McMahon documentary series has dropped, and of course, my friends, no one wants to not get in on the action. Mercedes Mone couldn't wait to fire some digs at Chris Benoit, Vince McMahon, damn it. And of course, we're going to talk about our comments today having creative issues with McMahon in 2022. Of course, the other day she said, I'm going to sit back, drink my wine, smoke my blunt, and I'm going to watch some Netflix, obviously referring to the Vince McMahon impending disaster, I guess you could label it as here in the WWE. This Netflix, man, yeah, the amount of clips I've seen, I don't know if I'm going to watch it, right, because even though it would be pretty good, it would be pretty good seeing a lot of different people's perspectives of it and things like that, but at the same time, it just seems like let's bash the Vince McMahon show. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. But McMahon, he's come out with some crazy shit over the years, but you know what? Telling people he's got no sympathy for them who want to retire and tells them to go die. That's a pretty extreme thing for Vince McMahon to come out and said, but she was speaking with an interview on The Breakfast Club, and Mercedes Mone turned around and said, I left for many different reasons. A lot of personal stuff happened with myself and the chairman, McMahon, at the time. I didn't like how he talked to me and how I was talked down to. I was like, you know what? It's time to stand. It's time to legit listen to your soul and your heart. There was a light that came to me one day and I just left down a wee. And firstly, before we even dive into any more of this, it just, considering what's happened with McMahon at the time, I think this is very... I mean, I don't want to use the term insensitive here from Mercedes Mone, but it's like almost like digging your own grave. Like, all this stuff from McMahon and allegations, right? And she's talking about, a lot of personal stuff happened with myself and the chairman at the time. That sounds like, things got a wee bit personal, if you catch my drift. That doesn't sound like your typical, disagreement. I mean, I get it, things do get personal, Mercedes, but then, that's her saying things like that to get people talking, to get people like us here on Fog Wrestling to make this video. It paints McMahon in a bad light, and these personal things, it's left to the imagination, but everyone thinks, did McMahon threaten her and say, if you don't do me favours, I'm going to not push it on the show? You don't really know how it's going to go down. I think Mercedes Mone, man, just saying this to paint McMahon in a bad light. You always heard about how McMahon and Mone always got on, but I don't know. Maybe Mone walking out with the tag titles and refusing to work, maybe that has some of the bad blood created there. Who knows? But she goes on to say, that day talked to me a little crazy. It was enough for my source of light to come into my body and go, if you stay, that's not okay. And be like, you know what? If you stay, that's not okay. For the rest of your life, what are you going to teach your kids? What are you going to teach just people if you're just feeling like this for words after being here for 10 years? You've got to stand up for yourself. And that's what I did. Just a light. The same light that came to me when I was 10 years old, being like, this is your sole purpose. That's what you're going to do after another light came to me, and being like, you've got to walk away and do something better for yourself. End of quote. What a load of fucking soul-searching shite that was. Mercedes, McMahon bad. Just coming out just coming out and talking an absolute shite, trying to paint McMahon in a bad light. I mean, what did half of that even mean? A light came to me when I was 10 years old, and it convinced me, guys, to go down this road, to go down this endless road of passion. What? What are we even doing here? What's this? Seriously, I think McMahon just constantly gets his name dragged through the fucking mud. It's honestly disgusting, man, to say the least, seeing what's happening to McMahon. He did, there's nothing to the allegations, man. I feel like we're just repeating ourselves in every fight here. These fucking nobody marks, man. Mercedes Mone had a dreamer, every match I've had in AEW's been pish. Fuck Mercedes Mone. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He's the man, damn it.